I thought I had this all the way off, but here we go. Don't want to get copyrighted. Like you in? Trying to get my buddy in here. Blake, you there? Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Listen, I need you to pull up your place. Put the hold the or hit the share button. It's up on the left hand side of the controller. It says share right above it. Okay, you know where the options button is? Okay, hit the options. You see the options button? It's the opposite button that looks just like that. Okay, so hit it one time. Okay, it'll come up and it'll have video clip, screenshot, broadcast settings. Go all the way down where it says sharing and broadcast settings. Yes. When you click into it, then you're going to go all the way down to audio sharing settings. Alright, now check every one of those boxes. Alright, now hit circle. Alright, you're back at the game, right? Hit circle again till you're back at the game and we're looking at where it says Panthers and Dolphins. Okay.
Alright, so I just changed who I'm gonna be, right?
Yeah, hold on a second. I don't understand what's going on here with the... I'm trying to see if it can hear us.
That flute feels like it's worming its way into my brain.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see.
Yep.
Okay, I still can't hear you in my live stream. I don't know why that is.
On my phone, say something.
You can hear me on your phone, but you can't hear yourself. See, I need to be able to hear you. So hold on just a second. Let me get my technical support in here and see if we can figure out what's going on. Hold on one second.
I'm on it. He said,
Hey, technical
hold on,
support.
I gotta go get my technical support. He wants to try to make it so we're gonna be on YouTube.
Or do we gotta be in a party? No, we're in game party.
We're gonna be in a party.
We gotta be in a party. Okay, Blake, so I'm gonna send you.
He's already. Let him invite you.
Invite me to your party.
So I'm gonna hold down the PlayStation button.
Hold down.
I gotta go back.
No, just hold down the PlayStation button. Go down to where it says party.
If it doesn't say party, tell him to go all the way. Go all the way down. Tell him to go to customize.
Okay. Click that.
Yeah, go to party.
Alright, now what?
Okay, he went to party.
Okay.
Go to add players.
He should be able to just join you. It should say silver pickle.
Yeah, add players. You'll see it to the right. It'll say add players.
Go out. You go out.
And then what do I do?
Go
Click
out of
on
that.
you, right?
Click on me, yeah.
No, go out of that.
And join. Oh, that's the
Go up.
join.
Go what?
Pull it up. Pull up the menu.
Oh, to start a party?
Start a party, yeah.
Go to game chat. Go to party chat.
Alright.
No, you ain't gonna leave it. It's gonna make him join.
Go to game chat.
Go Go to party chat. Is he in a party?
I guess he is.
Did he? There he is.
There he is.
Go down.
Okay.
Click that. Go back up. Click that. Go up. Right there.
Okay, now can you hear me, Blake?
You need to mute that.
Okay.
You need to mute the stream.
I know, but I need to be able to hear if I can hear
Yeah,
him.
but that shit's mad delayed. Dude, I'm telling you now, Miami Dolphins suck. They suck ass.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can. I'm in it with you already. We're already in the party together. You're good. Yeah. Yeah, I am too. Okay. Yeah, I know you're still saying that. I've got a delay. See, there's a delay there, but I can't hear you.
All you hear is that.
Blake, say something.
You don't even have it on.
Okay. Alright, let's go. You there? Alright, you ready? You done got your team selected, so let me get ready here. Nah, I just can't hear you on my stream. See, I'm wanting to be able to hear you also.
Did he do what?
Yeah, he clicked all 3 of the boxes. See, I can still hear myself talking to you. Yeah, so you need to probably stop watching the stream so that you can... Yeah, yeah.
He's stream sniping you.
He's stream sniping me.
He's looking at your plays. That you're running.
It isn't showing? Okay, it should be showing now. Wait a second, let me see if my broadcast went off. It could have. No, I'm still on the air. Or no, it's...
It's just the stream is like mad.
Just a few moments ago, this
Yeah,
building was shaking.
I think I got a
as the
mad
Carolina
delay on there
Panthers
for some
emerge
reason.
from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the
Yeah.
Panthers are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, not only that,
On to
probably...
get it started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell.
I hope you
And off
practice
we go
some.
from uptown Charlotte. This is taken at the 3. Oh, what a move. There he goes, left side. Touchdown.
Yeah!
The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards.
Pickle is in the
As
end
these guys
zone
are able to strike
once
first
again.
here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too?
Don't tell me you did a kick return. Dude, he's pissed already. You're fucking mad. Round 2.
You want some momentum?
Dude, are you
The coordinator on the other side of the field.
Yeah, I read the first kickoff back.
For some heavy pressure coming your way, they're going to try to get another big score.
I asked him if he was ready,
so now
but
the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
see what we can try to do to shut you down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down.
Give me that.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted.
Give me that.
Across his body. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Well, that's
Picked him off, picked him off.
That pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Rock bottom is hitting
See,
rock
look at
bottom.
this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already
You
made
hearing
2
what?
trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence
Are you hearing it through my?
soaring right now.
Now
There's
can you
almost
hear
no
it?
slowing them
Now
down.
can you hear it
On
twice?
the flip side, now you got to get together.
Let me-
You got to talk to
okay,
each
let me-
other. Make sure you stay tight.
Okay, let me do this then. Let me put it all to my headphones. Okay, how about now? Is that better? Okay.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Boy, I
And
was
he'll
trying
get
to take
across
his
the
head
20
off.
before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this
Come on.
drive.
Anything. At least
Shit,
3
he's
points
wide
get
open
that
over
0
there.
off the board. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good first down.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys
intercepted.
when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and
No,
catch the
almost.
ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor.
I had
And he will
to.
lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13.
Come on, get through to him.
Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after cast play right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Shit, good pick.
Team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron.
Good pick,
and
Blake.
his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Now Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Give me that.
He's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
He tried to hit Juju over the middle.
Ain't
happened. I got him, Bradbury, and Shaq Thompson was on it that
Yeah, he's
time.
got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The drive begins with a run by
Good
McCaffrey.
stop.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 180? 98 to Mike. I got you.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And a cutback right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race.
Yeah, it's
plane race,
yeah, I know
whatever
it's
you
a lot
want.
tougher
Right now,
when it's
they
against
are
somebody.
sprinting past them.
Trust me, online
Now,
people
following the
just they
touchdown
wear
here
you
to
out.
kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Boy, he's trying to
That was
get
Dante
Juju in the
Jackson,
game,
the one who
boy.
got a hand in to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And
I tried to dive for it, but I couldn't get it.
Because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackles.
Just led him a little bit too far in triple coverage. Yeah, that was not a good move. Could have been
Second and 10
costly.
now from the 35.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
Oh, get off
Shrugs
me.
the tackle.
Nice.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
Under pressure, and
I had
he'll
nothing.
go down.
I couldn't do
They'll
nothing.
sack him on what...
Yeah, because I'm beating you.
be the final play of this first
It just
quarter.
tries to give you a chance to.
21-0 our score after one.
You trying to get in the end zone. That's what you're trying to do. Yeah, you only gonna get better. I got
And Cam
17
Newton's
yards.
not
to
coming
go
off
get.
the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4. They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
Dang
This
it.
doesn't end
Couldn't
well
do
at
it.
all as
They
they
just
stop
couldn't do
him
it.
far behind the line to gain. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Steeler defense
came
able
up
to
short
come
on
up
that
with a
one.
stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he will bring this one back.
Razzle
It's a
dazzle.
pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a
I
team
got your
struggle
wide
this badly in
receivers
the
locked
first half.
down.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go jet sweep.
Oh, good.
Washington with it. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Well, now they'll try the end around. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 43
Blake, I told you, I used to play, not this, I played a lot of NCAA
Look at these
football.
games and think, all right, this thing's done.
Like every year it come out, I would get it.
Score. You should
just
never
play
do
all the
that in the
time.
NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
Extra point try, good
Yeah.
by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You have to go into, I think it's the same thing. You go into head-to-head, but you go down at the bottom, and there's practice. You can go in and just throw the ball, and you can run just offense, you can run just defense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Johnson was the intended receiver. The interception was
Because I got
just
you.
continue to
I
mount
got
his
my
strong
my
5 picks.
defensive
At this
backs
point, you
covering
gotta
y'all
be thinking,
up.
is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now it's Newton.
Shoot, I couldn't get rid of it.
He's taken down. Bud Dupree
Could
gets
not
him
get
for
rid of
a
it.
loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 35 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I tried to get it.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to you want it.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Yeah,
exactly
he was
what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go. Black 20.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
54 Mike. Come on, D.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. He'll find
Good
Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because bring in your tight end, keep him in.
Oh, he's trying to get in the end zone.
Step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
You ran out of time there, player. Right at the goal line.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
You can
action
count
here
that
in
as a
quarter
point.
number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
Dante Jackson,
the intended
boy.
target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.
Oh, he got me. I couldn't get rid of the ball.
Take him down for the sack.
I was trying to.
The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
God, he's through again. Jesus Christ, this guy's in there.
Again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Give me that ball. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Wright's got it. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Complete to right.
Almost got it.
And now this is going to be close. The
That was
defense
close.
says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Connor.
Get him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one
yeah.
side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Roethlisberger now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he couldn't quite get there.
He's
Tackled
trying.
down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to run with Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger.
Get him.
Taken down, a sack back at the 7.
Get him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
I'm kind of surprised
got on
by
the
that
board.
they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd
He's
quarter.
trying to get to the end zone and fell short.
When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, you working on it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Oh, he got it.
Safety Terrell Edmonds picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back
One
now
quarter
in
left.
Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
I'm having a hard time
Instead,
getting the
it's 2nd
cheeseburger
down.
there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
You know how I keep you out of my yard, Blake?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
I put a goalpost up.
Past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
he about broke it.
In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
All day, every day, any day.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
The option.
Christian McCaffrey, 38 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out.
You did go for it.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams.
Oh,
it's been a
almost
clean
missed that.
sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
And the Steelers first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down,
Oh,
it's
he was
Samuels.
wide open.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
54 Mike. Yo.
They'll run with Samuels.
Get him.
And a little bit of a consolation.
He finally
prize
got a
there. He's
touchdown.
into the end zone. Won't win him the game,
He
but they do
finally
get the
got a
score
touchdown.
with all 0 showing.
But some fantasy players are really
He
happy with that
finally
score.
got a
Doesn't
touchdown.
affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of
Yeah,
course,
good
in the
job,
fantasy
good job,
football
yeah.
world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, in this one, partner, we
Yeah,
had
good
some
game,
action
Blake.
all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points.
You
and
got
then
you.
the
You
kickoff
got you a
end it.
touchdown.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't
Yeah,
really
you probably
matter.
do, brother.
The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
Hey, you shut me out in the third quarter, but the first 2 quarters I came out on you hard.
That'll
you
do it
kept
for
lobbing
us,
it
for
up,
Charles
so
Davis
you'll
and
get
all our
smarter.
hardworking
You'll get
crew.
smarter, and
I'm
you'll
Brandon
learn.
Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
Yeah.
find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Yeah. So
The
until
Panthers
Blake
are winners
versus
here as
Pickle
we say
3.
so long from Charlotte.
You had 12. You kicked 2 field goals and had a touchdown except for the extra point. It was too windy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, brother. Take it easy.